When I was just a little girl, my mama, she told me someday you'll find yourself a husband, a family. I thought when I was wiser, maybe when I was older, I'd find someone to love me, maybe someone on the internet. So I bought myself a library of self-help books, practiced in the mirror all my sexy looks and thoughts to the universe that I'm supposed to send. But the ones who walked into my life just wanted to be friends. And I asked my mama, what's my problem? She said, you're going about it all wrong. She said, if all you want is love, you better give it away. It will come back to you like a boomerang, like a karma chameleon refrain. Like the tracks circle back below the train, it will come back, it will come back. If you give it away. Hey Ken, hey Alan. So I came across a genie in a bottle and he told me you don't need the body of a model. No, you only need to not treat your heart like a book of checks, as though the less you use it, the more rich you'll get. And I asked myself, what's my problem? Maybe I'm going about it all wrong. Cause if all you want is love, you better give it away. It will come back to you like a boomerang, like a karma chameleon refrain. Like the tracks circle back below the train, it will come back, it will come back. If you give it away. Cause love ain't money, no it won't run out. It'll come back to you if you give it out. Love ain't money, no it won't run out. It'll come back to you if you give it out. Love ain't money, no it won't run out. It'll come back to you if you give it out. Oh, if all you want is love, you better give it away. It will come back to you like a boomerang, like a karma chameleon refrain. Like the tracks circle back below the train, it will come back, it will come back. If you give it away. If you give it away. In studio audience, do you think I did a good job? Thank you. Hi everyone. I'm so glad to be back. Just seeing your comments rolling in while I was playing that made me so happy. Thank you so much. Hi Randy. Hi Ken. Hi John. Hi Neil. Hi Raymond. Hi Paul. You guys are awesome. Thanks for tuning in. If you wouldn't mind telling me in the chat where you're watching from, that is always really fun for me to see the benefits of virtual music. It's that we can reach further than we used to. So thank you. If you're watching this on Facebook, please share the stream, and as many of those little hearts and likes and things like that you can post throughout the show helps me too. But also hi to those of you watching from YouTube. This is my first time trying this, so hope it's working. I chose to start off the thing with that one because the show with Boomerang, because I was just being a camp counselor. Not really. I was at a camp for rising middle schoolers, and I taught a little songwriting class on Wednesday, and then yesterday I did a concert for them. And I was kind of nervous about doing an hour-long concert for kids with kid attention spans. And so I was trying to think of how I could make it more fun for them. And so I told everyone, I have prizes. And after each song I play, I'm going to ask you a question about one of the lyrics. And um, whoever gets it right gets a prize. And I played Boomerang. And in the second verse, I compared my heart to what? And this girl shot up her hand. She beat like everyone else who shot up their hand. She said, a checkbook. And it just blew my mind that they were actually listening and they kept getting answers right. And it was awesome. So that was fun. And then I was also trying to turn all of my songs, like the point of this camp was to get them, I don't know, emotionally ready for middle school, which is a scary jump in childhood. And so I was trying to turn all my songs into life lessons. And I used Boomerang as a lesson that I have actually been continually thinking of since I talked to everyone. And I said, I learned the secret to getting people to like you. And the secret is to like them first, because it's really hard to dislike someone who really likes you. And that's not what originally spurred on Boomerang. Like, it was about romantic love when I wrote it, but I've been thinking about that ever since. Like, yeah. And like, how cool is it if you go into meeting someone and you like them before they prove themselves worthy of being liked? Like, I don't know. Just thought that was a nice life lesson. I should share it to myself. So that was one of the things I talked about at this camp. Kansas, Florida, Colorado, Miami, Kansas City, Maryland, Boulder. We got a good showing from the States today. And actually, I think I have my resident Australian watching too. Yep, Paul. Thanks, Paul. You're awesome. I want to play you this one. It was the second song I played on this live album that I'm about to be releasing soon. And I realize I don't play it that much, but that's why it's a gift for all of you tuning in to Saturday Night Livestream. So thank you. By the time she was my age, Mom had 2 kids and a full plate, and some inclination of her direction. I went to school, did as I should. That pricey paper did no good. I got a GPS, but no idea what the address is. Uh-oh, I want it, never gonna get it when there is super glue on the bottom of my shoes. I wanna gallop like a stallion in a field, but that gets hard to do, and on the bottom of my shoes is super glue. Does COVID era make any of you guys feel like you have super glue stuck to the bottom of your shoes? I try my best to scrub it off. I sit and think about my faults. You guys, I got really excited and then I forgot the words. I try my best to scrub it off. Okay, I got it. I sit and analyze my faults. If I just had the right tools to scrape it gone. Uh-oh, I want it, never gonna get it when there is super glue on on the bottom of my shoes. I wanna gallop like a stallion in a field. But that gets hard to do, and on the bottom of my shoes is super, super glue. Fleas in a jar learn they can't jump higher. Done waiting around to ignite my fire. Get down and choose. I'll step out of my shoes. Step out of my shoes. Now, ooh, oh, oh. I step out. There was super glue on the bottom of my shoes. I can gallop like a stallion in a field. Barefoot, that's easy to do, though on the bottom of my shoes was super, super glue. Barefoot and free and racing, leaving shoes stuck to pavement. Ooh, got glitter dreams to face now. Ooh, toughen my soul and chase now. Thanks. That song is called Superglue, and I recorded that with a full band at my live album show last November. And oh man, darn, Howard, I was hoping the YouTube would work. Are the other ones watching on YouTube having any luck? Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, the live album that I recorded last November is almost ready for me to give it away. I'm giving it for free to everyone who's on my mailing list over at shannainadress.com. So if you're not on there, but you want some free music and secret, I put all of my less appropriate songs into that show. So if that's your thing, there's going to be a lot of those on that album. And I just got back from Texas. I've been in Colorado a few days now. Got to play a few outdoor shows there and film a music video for Boomerang while I was in Texas. I hope I didn't get COVID. No symptoms, but I got, I'm scheduled. I have an appointment to get a COVID test just to make sure, because obviously Texas is a hot spot right now. I'm going to play you guys this next one, and while I'm playing it, I would love some ideas. I asked this during my sound check. Throw some questions at me for my top 5 of whatever category you want, and I'll pick someone's to answer. And for example, who are your top 5 artists? Or what are your top 5 favorite sweet treats? Or what are the top 5 things that you have needed to survive COVID era? So if you think of a good category, throw it into the comments there. Hey, Justina, love you. No speeding tickets, Neil. Thanks for keeping me honest. Hey, Justina, it's good that you're watching because you inspired this song. Thanks, Alan. You put your hand on the small of my back. My voice was shaking. You whispered, relax. How come goodbye was so easy for you? Touch your finger to my bottom lip. How do you resist something so electric? Oh, this goodbye comes so easy for you. I got my boarding pass and my baggage packed one way, and I don't know when I will be back. And you didn't ask. You said, baby, go wherever you wanna go. The world's a lot bigger than this little town home. I won't handcuff you, chase your wanderlust. You said, baby, do whatever you wanna do. Follow your heart, you ain't got nothing to lose. I know you meant it, you always tell the truth. But I would've stayed if you'd wanted me to. I stepped down in the middle of nowhere, pocket journal full of thoughts I didn't share, chasing meaning while my feet trudged through sand. I onboard last and get my baggage back, find a place to stay and I start to unpack, and my thoughts flash back. When you said, baby, go wherever you wanna go. The world's a lot bigger than this little town home. I won't handcuff you, chase your wanderlust. You said, baby, do whatever you wanna do. Follow your heart, you ain't got nothing to lose. I know you meant it, you always tell the truth. But I would've stayed if you'd wanted me to. Oh, follow an adventure is easier to explain when the truth of the matter is I'm running away. 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 You said, baby, go wherever you wanna go. The world's a lot bigger than this little town home. I won't handcuff ya, chase your wanderlust. You said, baby, do whatever you wanna do. Follow your heart, you ain't got nothing to lose. But if you had asked, would've told you the truth. I would've stayed if you'd wanted me to. I would've stayed if you'd asked me to. You had your hand on the small of my back. My voice was shaking. You whispered, relax. How come goodbye was so easy for you? Thanks. I saw some really good top 5 questions in the comments. Paul, your top 5 Australian animals made me roll my eyes. I'm like, kangaroo. That's all I got. But I think I saw a good one. Alan, didn't you say top 5 favorite foods? As a food lover, I have thought long and hard about this question, and I have a very defined set of top 4 and then 2 that tie for 5. It is pesto tortellini, salmon, buffalo wings, and there's going to be 2 more. Pesto tortellini, buffalo wings, salmon. I know my 4th, I can't remember my 4th favorite food. This is a horrible tragedy. No, that's not it. The perfect peach is 5th place in top 5. I hesitate to say put peaches in the top 4 because they're so rarely at that perfect stage of ripeness. But when they are, they deserve that spot. Okay, I don't remember my other top 5 favorite food. Buffalo wings, salmon, pesto tortellini. Peaches are 5th place. I don't know. If you know my 5th favorite food, you should tell me. I've talked about this a lot before and thought long and hard about it. I don't think it's mac and cheese or pizza. I feel like it's something healthy. Maybe not. I don't know. But I will answer another top 5 thing after the next song. That last song you heard was called Wanderlust. I wrote that in the style of Taylor Swift as part of my monthly song study. And no, it's not lobster. Neil, you're cute. Sweet potatoes. Thank you, in studio audience. Yeah, it's sweet potatoes. Did you have that written down? Or did you just come up with it?
Who are you talking to?
You.
Yes, I wrote it down.
I had it written down. Ooh, tacos. Make them sweet potato tacos and I'm all in. So I have been doing this thing. It's called Weekly Wednesdays. And every Wednesday I put a new song up on my YouTube channel, which before I had vastly neglected. And I'm very excited because I'm now 5 for 5, which means I've stuck with something for 5 whole weeks, which is a really big deal in my stick-to-itiveness history. And the last one. So thank you to those of you who have watched those videos or liked and subscribed, because that helps me a lot. And I am kind of a big fan of the latest one I posted that I want to share with you now, which is called Whatcha Got to Say. And yeah, it's a little wordy, but I feel like the chorus is unwordy enough that you could catch on and sing along with me from your houses. So if you've listened to that and you know what the words are, or if you figure them out, sing along at home. Oh, I'm a skeptic, a cynical critic, I'll admit it. Can't believe anything you read, cause they've already picked the articles you're sure to like, parts that pull you and they hide the ones you never wanted to read in the first place. Can't even think straight with all of this clickbait. Make one little mistake, they be yelling checkmate. Oh, I need a vacay, I be yelling Mayday. Come and see me, baby. There's a whole internet to ask and lots of people I love, but you are the one I'm gonna trust. I always like to hear what you gotta say. I'm missing your opinion. At the end of the day, I wanna listen what you got in your brain. If you're writing the headlines, I'm reading the page. What you got to say? What you got to say? You know what to do in all social situations. You're kind about the kind that are always trying my patience. I got a built-in therapist, saves me from embarrassment when I'm about to experiment with all of my arrogance. We go out for pad thai and I do my mad cry, let myself get baptized in all of your advice. I eat up my brown rice, gather up your sound bites, ponder in my downtime. There's a whole internet to ask and lots of people I love, but you are the one I'm gonna trust. Oh, I always like to hear what gotta say, I'm missing your opinion. At the end of the day, I wanna listen what you got, what you got in your brain. If you're writing the headlines, I'm reading the page. Whatcha got to say? What you got to say? You're my favorite source, my Wikipedia smarts. But it's not just your knowledge, I believe in your heart. You're built of the good stuff I want to be like. What a blessing to have lessons like you give me in my life. What you got to say? What you got to say? I always like to hear what you gotta say. I'm missing your opinion. At the end of the day, I wanna listen what you got in your brain. If you're writing the headlines, I'm reading the page. What you got to say? What you got to say? Thank you. And so if you haven't checked that out on YouTube yet, it's up there, and there will be something new every Wednesday. I'm excited about the one I'm posting this coming Wednesday because it's a cover, and I think it's a pretty unexpected cover from me, especially if you know what I like to listen to. But, John, top 5 reasons there are no desserts in your top 5 foods. That is because desserts get a whole separate category. That I love dessert. I love sweets. I have a big sweet tooth, so I just didn't want to have to choose between sweet and savory in the top. You know what I mean? Foods means like meal type foods. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're gonna move over to the piano, and I want to tell you guys something super cool. So my friend and wonderful human fan, Carrie, was telling me that she watched a whole stream of my videos on YouTube and then took a nap. And then when she woke up, she wrote a poem. And all of my lyrics were floating around in her head, so they came out in the poem. And it's not finished, it's just kind of a rough word, first draft kind of thing. But I asked her if I could share it with you guys, and she didn't say no. So I want to read this to you. See if you can count how many Shanna songs you hear in this. Every line and rhyme and that's hot would turn me into the Shanna robot. I can't think, I'm out there. I can't, sorry, my reading of this is going to be bad because it's across like 8 pages and I don't exactly know how it's formatted. I can't find my shoes and my brain now is lost in Boulder, but I know how. Okay, you know what? For my boobies to sag down to my knees, because clearly no one wants to date me with these. But but know this, my dear friend, as you age and get closer to an end, the most important songs are like Blindfold and the one for your daddy. When it's all ending, you'll find who loves you now as daddy's grown-up girl. Just try to traverse or repel today's boulders. I think it's awesome. And clearly that's just as she woke up from her nap and just started free writing. And Carrie, I love you. That is the coolest thing. But because you said the most important songs are ones like Blindfold and Daddy's Little Girl. I wanted to play Blindfold, and I was actually going to anyway, but I still believe in every line of this song, and that we are responsible for making the next generation better than we were. So here's Blindfold. I don't want to be angry. If I really cared, would I be out there with a vengeful thirst? And I don't want to be divisive, but for once, what I want shouldn't come first. 'Cause I've been protected, no guns at my back. Did nothing to earn it. If I'm quiet, it just furthers the attack. I've been living my life in a blindfold, thinking I don't see colors when they're right under my nose. And it's not that simple to just take it off. There's scars from generations hidden under the cloth. When you're a fish in the bowl, it's hard to see the water, but now it's so dirty that we can't even breathe. I didn't see I was part of the pollution to martyrs of revolution. I'm sorry. Broken glass and broken bones are now lying in the street. Blood on the sidewalk's gonna stain until we whitewash it away next week. Oh, I've been protected, no knees on my neck. And if I ignore this, I've helped them kill the next. I've been living my life in a blindfold, thinking I don't see colors when they're right under my nose. And it's not that simple to just take it off. There's scars from generations hidden under the cloth. When you're a fish in the bowl, it's hard to see the water, but now it's so dirty that we can't even breathe. I didn't see I was part of the pollution. I don't know the solution, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, you were playing this at work? Thanks, Alan. You guys have been so wonderful. Alan is one of my newest patrons over at patreon.com, which has it's just a really fun place for me to share my baby songs. I've been doing these monthly patron only concerts. So if you're interested in finding more about that, I put a link up in the description here for where you can get all the behind the scenes content. And I have a song baby that I played you guys at the last patron concert that is almost ready. It's almost ready for the public, and I'm really excited about that one. But and also, if any of you choose to tip me, this show is free, but my Venmo and PayPal are just Shannainadress, and you are tips will be happily received, of course. So thank you to anyone who chooses to do so. And Saturday night live streams are a thing now. So I'll be back next Saturday. If you want to throw some song requests in there, I will consider them for next week. But thanks for tuning in with me. It was so fun to see so many familiar names. Not quite your faces, but that's for the Zoom concerts. So I'm going to have pizza for dinner. Hope you guys are eating something as delicious. Shanna in a dress, signing off. Here I go.